Hello orchid lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to show you two of my Novelty Phalaenopsis orchids that are currently in bloom. I also want to take this opportunity to talk a little bit more about this very hot topic in the orchid world right now. So you might ask, what is a Novelty Phalaenopsis? I'm sorry I cannot give you a good answer, because there is not so much information about it on the internet, and I think it's a relatively new concept. So there is no universally accepted definition. But I think the general consensus is that it's not the standard complex hybrids that you will find in your supermarkets or grocery stores. But at the same time, it's not species Phalaenopsis, or not even primary hybrids of species Phalaenopsis. Rather, it is somewhere in between. As you can imagine, it covers a huge range of different hybrids. Some are more complex than others. For example, it can be the result of hybridization over several generations of different species Phalaenopsis, or it can be even a complex hybrid crossed with a species or a primary hybrid. As the word novelty suggests, it is something new, something rare, something not so common. As a result, you cannot usually find them in your local supermarkets or grocery stores. You have to go to specialized garden centers, orchid nurseries, or online shops to buy them. And naturally, they are usually much more expensive than the standard Phalaenopsis, because they are rare. As far as I understand, the research and cultivation of Novelty Phalaenopsis are heavily concentrated on the island of Taiwan, but they are increasingly readily available in Europe and North America. So without further ado, let me just show you the two Novelty Phalaenopsis that are currently in bloom. So here is the first one. It is, let me just show you the tag instead. Phalaenopsis KS Super Zebra crossed with Mito Sun. I also have a KS Super Zebra. It is not in bloom yet, and now this hybrid is in bloom already. So both of these parents actually can be regarded as Novelty Phalaenopsis themselves. Like many Novelty Phalaenopsis, this one also has very waxy flowers. The sepals and petals are totally white, with numerous magenta dots. The lip is also more or less magenta with a little bit of solid yellow. So it's quite pretty. But I have to say, compared with its parent, KS Super Zebra, this one is not as distinctive. And also it's not fragrant. So I have to say I'm a little less impressed. Now let's take a look at the second one. Some of you might have already guessed it. Indeed, the flowers are so distinctive that once you look at them, you will never forget them. This is those kind of orchids. Once again, let me show you the tag. Phalaenopsis Joy Fairytale. This is quite a famous one, for a good reason. First of all, it's a pyloric orchid. Honestly, most of the time, I'm not a big fan of pyloric orchids, but this one is an exception. I just love the way it looks. So cute. Secondly, the colors are very bright and vivid. The yellow, the magenta. Thirdly, it's very fragrant. If I'm not mistaken, there is violacea in its parentage, and the fragrance is so yummy and quite strong as well. So compared with the plant, which is quite small, look at the leaves. The leaves are narrow and thin. The flowers are actually quite big and they take forever to open. I'm not sure if it is related to the fact that this orchid does not have a very developed root system, and blooming might take a whole lot of energy that it does not have. It takes more than a month for the two buds to open. Now more than 1 month has passed, the second bud is still not fully open yet. But I don't mind, I really like this cute little one. Back to the topic of Novelty Phalaenopsis. It seems to me that they have become increasingly popular among orchid growers, myself included. As a matter of fact, more than half of my collection can be called Novelty Phalaenopsis. You might ask, why do you love them so much? I think the answer is because they combine the good things of both worlds, the complex hybrids and the species. Namely, the abundance of flowers, long blooming periods, forgiveness as to temperature and humidity, etc., and the general ease of care that characterize Phalaenopsis hybrids on the one hand, and the amazing fragrance, bright colors, waxy texture, and sequential blooming nature that many species Phalaenopsis are known for on the other hand. Really, it's got the best of both worlds. And I think that's why people are so crazy about Novelty Phalaenopsis these days. Do you have one or more favorite Novelty Phalaenopsis orchids? Please let me know in the comments. I might add them to my collection. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.